Y'all don't really know boxing like I do.
No, don't start, motherfucker. So listen, toe-to-toe fight show. We're here with heavy metal icon Phil Anselmo and
What's up, brother?
encyclopedic boxing enthusiast.
Heavyweight.
Yes. Oh, is it specifically heavyweight?
These days, it's like with boxing, I've forgotten more than ever learned.
Yeah.
Man, we used to collect all the fights back in the day. But today, you know, I can concentrate on the heavyweight division in depth. So that's kind of what I do. It's kind of a cop-out, but I also watch the top-tier fighters.
To be honest with you, I have more trouble following the heavyweights because, like, we always talk about the fact that, you know, U.S. football kind of killed the American heavyweight, right? Like, you just don't see as many American heavyweights. And I just looked at your spreadsheet.
See, I don't know.
No, you don't think so?
Well, to me, boxing is a world sport.
Sure.
So,
but I just mean throughout the 80s and stuff, you just saw so many dominant Americans, whereas it started to transition through the 90s and stuff.
But, man, you know, it doesn't bug me that, you know, the UK has seen success at heavyweight, and the Ukrainians, obviously on top right now. There's some other good Ukrainian heavyweights coming up. Bodan Mironets.
Yeah, see? He likes dropping the deep cuts, dude. I love it, dude. So with the heavyweight picture, right, your boy Usyk has now defeated Joshua twice. He's defeated Tyson Fury twice. He's defeated Dubois twice. He's Chisora, you name it. So as a guy that's 38 years old, a blown-up cruiserweight, there's one name on my list, I suppose, but what makes the most sense for that guy's career going forward?
Well, I'm just going to say he's a full-fledged heavyweight now. He's comfortable in his body, put on a couple pounds for that Dubois thing. I think the only sensible fight for him would be Joseph Parker.
Yeah.
For all boxers, real tough to walk away from the sport, especially when the next big thing is supposedly lurking. Mm-hmm. Everyone says, and we're heading off into a different direction now, but Moses Atoma. Have you heard the name Moses?
He's a juggernaut. He's a young juggernaut.
He ain't been hit once.
He hasn't been.
I ain't seen nothing from Moses Atoma.
And I guess we heard.
And we're not going to see nothing from Moses Atoma in his next fight.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
Dillian White, that's going to be easy walkover.
I think that's a good step-up match, though, no?
I think it's careful matchmaking, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But, man, they're talking too much.
Yeah.
They're talking way too much, man. What is that, Frank Warren's fighter? Yeah. And you always want to say you got the next best guy, but there's an American heavyweight. Maybe. Let me check. Keep rolling. No. He's only 3-0 guy.
3-0.
Because he's an American heavyweight that a lot of my boxing friends and insiders are saying he's going to be the next, big thing for him. Yeah.
So
you called it 5 years ago about Usyk.
Oh yeah.
He's going to beat everybody.
Yeah.
He also was like 8,001 as a cruiserweight fucking Olympian. He wasn't that bad to begin with. And you don't see a lot of great southpaw heavyweights. I guess you see a little bit more.
You're looking at him right now.
I know. You're
looking at him here today.
In terms of
all-time great. They were saying I saw a article today, someone claiming that Usyk would not have beat Evander Holyfield.
I'm glad you said that.
Before we always talk.
He'd have made it look easy.
We go, what do we ask Phil? And I go, I'm talking, when you talk about cruiserweights who made their name at heavyweight, I go, what would an Usyk prime Usyk look like?
And
Usyk makes light work of him?
I think it looks like a more exaggerated first Michael Moore fight, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Way more.
Yes.
Now that was next to my brain. Usyk Moore would have been a really interesting
It would have been
fight.
Interesting. I just wonder how much Moore's chin could take.
It couldn't.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
Because Usyk throws. He throws and lands.
And he takes it, too.
Because you never really thought about Usyk being that type of fighter.
Yeah.
I think just recently with Daniel Dubois, anytime you fight Usyk twice, he's got you figured out. You got to come into that fight and do something completely different.
It's funny because he thought Dubois was going to win. We called him fucking stupid. Yeah, How crazy. What an ice cold take that was, Rob.
Man, I knew Usyk was going to dominate him. I just didn't think he was going to step on up and get him out of there like he did. And he did. I think moving forward, everybody thinks that Joe Parker fight is such a great fight. Maybe it is. Maybe it's a nice fight for a while, but I mean, he ain't gonna beat Usyk.
Like I told Rob, until Usyk shows his age, until he shows some chinks in his armor, I just don't see anybody in the current picture beating him.
He looked faster.
He looked better.
He looked faster than I've ever seen.
He looked like he was hitting harder too.
And everybody was talking about Dubois being on the juice for that fight too.
Right, yeah.
Look at what Usyk. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. You had some involvement with Kronk Gym, is that correct?
I did.
So Rob was telling us that when they were kind of in dire straits, that you lent a hand. Is there any truth to that?
That is true.
And talk about true. A million great heavyweights came through Kronk.
Oh God, man. Yeah. So back in the day, we used to get all the European fights, and I mean this is way back before the internet and all that stuff. And we used to do tape trading, VHS tape trading. And there was this one guy we'd all go through. He would call me out of nowhere, this guy. And he'd have Emmanuel Stewart on the phone with him. He'd have Vinny Pazienza on the phone with him. One time he had my memory, I told you. So I'm sitting there, he's calling me, but out of all those strange phone calls, Emmanuel Stewart was just the coolest, man. We hit it off immediately. We just talk. Time passed. I hadn't talked to Emmanuel probably in a year or two. And Kate, my wife, is from Detroit. And she called me. She went up one Christmas and she called me. And she's like, the Kronk Gym. And I think I had been reading about it. And I guess at that time they were talking about having a fundraiser and all these celebrities are supposed to come out and donate. Well, turns out nobody donated. I donated. So I called, donated. Emmanuel, that's how we got reunited. And after that, that dude called me thrice a week.
Sure.
That dude called me all the time, and I loved it, man. He was like a father figure. If I put on weight, he'd be like, Phil, you got to get that damn weight off here. I don't like that weight on you. You need to use Albaline is what he would tell me.
That is our secret weapon. So
I can smell Albaline in my nose right
now. You need to use Albaline. Get you down to light heavy.
So beyond, being promoted, we are boxing, we fought and we're boxing coaches. And Mark swears he can walk in a room and be like, that dude has Albaline on him. That dude has Albaline on him. Yeah.
Yeah, man, it helps.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it helps.
Are you ever able
That's how he said. That's how I kept Michael Moore at light heavyweight.
Oh, shit, yeah. Are you ever able to get to shows? I know your schedule is insane, be on the road.
Oh,
so
fights?
Much. Yeah. I know, shows and fights. Yeah.
It's no, not much anymore, man. I'm trying to think the last fight. I saw the New Orleans kid in UNO, at the UNO Lakefront Arena.
Regis Prograde.
Yes.
That's your guy, dude.
Regis, yeah. So I saw him last.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. As much as you get to reminisce with boxing and stuff, Mark and I reminisce about you guys. Like just seeing you and Zach and Rex and Charlie all there. It takes us a second to kind of get situated. But we would go back, we'd watch those vulgar videos, and we'd get hyped up for fights and shit, watching you guys just destroy a stage.
Yeah, man. It was. I took a lot of inspiration from boxing and
James Toney, right?
I wrote about Mouth for War, James Toney, and there's a few other little things I'm sure I got from boxing. But I shaved my head the first time because Mike Tyson, had the high and tight, and I still have the little mohawk thing going, but it's all Tyson, all the certain Tyson mannerisms,
And I feel like we take a lot of metal music into our promotion. When we're either training or fighting or even promoting a fight, we have to have a certain persona and control the room and just, kind of dick drag a little bit. And it's like this fucking, we just grew up watching you guys just dominate, We have to come in and just fucking kind of lay down our goon hand and set the tone. And I always felt like I attribute that to metal.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we've seen you, I think, 3 different bands in this venue alone.
Superjoint
and down.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't really remember the Superjoint years all that much.
It makes you feel better. Neither do we, actually. I'm
glad those days are over, though, man.
Likewise,
I can't live like that anymore.
But
Jesus.
Like, again, we would go to metal shows and we would interlace them with boxing. It would just get us so hyped up. It's a certain frame of mind, I feel like.
It goes hand in hand. I used to try and tell Vladimir Klitschko, you need to come out to a new level instead of the chili pepper. But, man, he's like that, man. I like Fury. But when Usyk came on the scene, I knew he was going to clean house. Wasn't sure how he was going to beat Fury, and I wasn't even sure if I was positive he was going to beat Fury, but I just ain't never seen Usyk lose.
Yeah.
And I don't think he believes he can. Well, now for sure he knows he can't. Easily Usyk became my favorite heavyweight, hands down. I mean, that's easy, but it's tough to think of who would really beat him. Now, in the great heavyweights of history, I always said there's a couple guys that had the chance to beat them all. And I think one of them's Lennox Lewis.
That's what. So the names that came out to me was always.
But
I'm not saying
Lennox
he would,
Lewis,
because he could get caught. We've seen him with Oliver Call and
it's
Rockman.
not about getting caught. It's about hitting a target.
Sure.
Could Lennox hit that target?
How about Larry Holmes?
The Lennox who fought Andrew Galata, maybe.
Oh yeah, that was like a possessed one.
Possessed. He was possessed. And fast.
Yeah, and mad.
And he let his
yeah.
That Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
I would have to really think about.
Would you consider
could Usyk get past all that?
Usyk is an all-time great. If you had to put just how high up of the list are we talking?
He's got to be higher than Vlad.
Yep.
He's got to be.
So we talking like
would he beat Vitali? That is a crazy question right there, because Vitali was fucking bizarre, man. He had his own style, and he could adapt.
Sure.
Where
Vlad, you kind of knew what you're getting.
Yeah, you definitely knew what you were getting with Vlad.
Yeah.
Could you beat him? That's the question. With Vitali, though, improvised left hand, kind of that, not Razor Ruddock smash punch, but he could hook out of a jab so beautiful. Yeah, just turn it right over on you at the very end of the shot.
Yep.
And it's like, damn, how do you defend against that, you sneaky bastard? And, and he could beat you up, man, and knock you out. We didn't get a chance to see enough Vitali. Too many injuries.
Yeah, it's true.
Too many injuries.
Ross Purity? Yeah. A couple things like that.
Purity.
A journeyman, but what have you.
Hey, beat Vlad.
Yeah, it's true, exactly. And he gave everyone at least rounds.
Great chin.
Yeah, he did. He was a tough prick.
Who dropped Purity several times? Is that Tyson or?
No, it was someone that's same
some younger.
era,
Was it like Bruce Seldon or something?
I think it was a little bit later.
Bruce Seldon Jr. is making.
Oh yeah, Bruce Seldon Jr. Yeah. What do you think?
He is a disaster.
Yes.
Waiting to happen.
So I'll tell you what we are, right? So we're in this like kind of microcosm of New England. So our guys aren't world guys typically, right? We have some guys that are world class, but they usually get out. But our heavyweights are very much New England heavyweights. And Bruce Seldon Jr. has been gobbling us up and beating the shit out of all our guys. But all our guys are like our age. They're like in their 40s. Like,
was the last guy he beat your guy?
A friend of mine.
What's his name?
He beat Gabriel Costa.
Yeah,
Gabriel. Harold lost to Costa once and had a draw with him. Yeah.
I saw.
Listen, but the money's good and the story's better. You know what I mean?
Costa?
No. He knows a buddy of mine fought Costa. Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah. One of my fighters fought Costa.
This is the world's getting smaller.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. But no, they're doing a great job.
I just thought it was a non-effort, though. I don't think he tried to fight at all.
No. Those guys, look, when the money's good, they look for that soft spot on the canvas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because Seldon didn't have to do too much.
No.
And
I know, man.
Yeah.
Go really watch a boxing match. And then his interviews, too.
Yeah.
What'd you learn tonight? He's like, nothing. It's like,
it's not lying.
Damn, dude.
You know?
No, he's not
He's
lying.
not.
I didn't learn anything.
But he draws in Atlantic City. They're doing a good job.
Because his dad could
course.
actually fight.
Yeah.
If he had a,
You know what
if
I
he
love?
only had a heart.
Yeah, and what I liked about him is he would play dead for 9
That was
seconds
great.
and
That
jump up like a maniac
That was
every
great.
time. Yeah.
That was great. Not every time.
No.
Riddick Bowe. That was
Riddick
good.
Bowe, we met right before the
met him,
first Holyfield
yeah,
fight.
before his first Holyfield fight.
Riddick Bowe. Wow.
Yeah,
I was
in
there.
94.
Oh, is that right?
I was there.
No shit.
I went to that fight.
Yeah.
Bo Holyfield won.
Yeah, they did it. They did like a presser. We were
You know what's
fighting.
weird about that? After the fight, I was wandering around with my boxing coach. It was dark. There was no one around. And out of the darkness steps 6'5", 258 in a suit.
Come on.
Frank Bruno. Out of the darkness.
Talking about a guy that
I
looked
was
the
like,
part.
Yeah.
Frank. He's like, hey, wait a minute. I said, yeah, you sign autograph. He pulled a picture,
Come on.
signed
Ready to
picture,
go.
Ready to go. I still have it somewhere. Yeah.
One thing I've always been critical of, and I always get shit for it, but and I think it's less prevalent in heavyweight boxing, but I always, and I want your take on this, I always looked at British boxing as being somewhat soft. There's a lot of talent.
British?
Yes. Less so maybe in the heavyweight.
Carl Frog.
He's a tough prick. That's a fucking
Yeah, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
Derek Chisora.
Chisora is about
Hard,
as tough
man.
and hard as they get.
Hard, man.
That's my guy. I tell Rob all the time. He just slaps everyone, spits in their face.
Lennox.
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, Lennox is a world traveler. He's from many places,
Yeah,
but
Jamaica and Canada and
he can adapt. I don't know, man. I don't really see it like that. I mean,
Man had an issue with
trying to
the
think.
80s middleweights more than like.
I think I was
shoot,
I
Kyle Zaggy. Well, he was 90s,
but I never thought.
you talk about like Eubank
Yeah,
and all
I
that,
think
the Dark Destroyer.
Yeah, well, he was. I did. Ben, I think, was kind of a
Nigel
son of a bitch,
Ben was
dude.
a
Yeah,
fucking
he was.
monster.
He had a hair across his face. He was a
Ben
mean motherfucker.
McClellan fight.
Oh,
Jesus
unbelievable!
Christ.
See, people only fixate on the end, but they don't realize how unbelievable a fight that was.
Oh my God!
I mean, Ben was dead to rights outside the ring, and McClellan.
First round, he was gone. Climb back in the ring. So yeah, no, see, ain't no.
I kind of, part of me, I said it once and I got fucking shredded for it. So now I ask everybody. I need another take.
Nobody's soft. Not in boxing, man. What changed with the Ali?
So basically, it's going to look like more of a UFC model where the promotion itself is in charge of rankings, which can kind of be negative for fighters.
So it's gonna.
So it's going to mirror more of a UFC where it's kind of self.
But what
policed.
organizations?
It's called TKO. It's Dana White. It's Turkey. It's the WWE. It's a conglomerate that is together creating.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
Work with any of the sanctioning bodies.
Correct.
So
They're not gonna work with them.
No WBA, no WBC. They're gonna be like their own thing.
Make their own belt.
Policing. Correct.
Okay,
Yeah. I know.
man.
For me, I get it for like the NFL and stuff, but like there's feeder leagues. You don't just go from college into boxing. You know what I mean? There's all these different branches you kind of feed into it. And once they own you, now they get you for a $5,000 contract for what, 10 years? You know what I mean? They just
a
wrap
long
you
time.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange. I never thought about it like that. But they're talking about usurping the belts, and I mean, who's to say this TKO heavyweight champion wouldn't be touted higher than Usyk? You know, it's like it's unless they get the massive exodus into their world.
I think
Massive exodus from the boxing world into their world.
there's just so much money.
My thing is that if they buy up like a Matchroom or if they buy up a Golden Boy and then they can kind of start the roster from there.
Right. Like, who's going to... Because, well, if you think about all the Golden Boys, and they are up the belt They're fucking in love with the Sulemanes and all them.
Yeah.
You know, they are belt-loving fuckers. You know, Frank Warren.
We actually interviewed
Frank
Mauricio.
Warren and all them. Yeah, all them cats. They're
Yeah.
belt-loving motherfuckers. Who's gonna go fight for this TKO thing? Is it gonna be cheap? Is it gonna be lesser fighters?
You nailed it. So what it is, it's
gonna be lesser
So we
fighters.
got guys in New England that kill it, but then there's these fringe world guys that we have. Like we have this kid Tommy O'Toole. He's 13-0. A kid like that, we can't pay him, but Turkey can. So he's gonna take all the middling guys to start, I think.
Well, give him a chance at least. Might be. I don't know who. I don't know. I guess you have to wait and see if the fights are any good. It's confusing because what if they did have a good heavyweight champ? Would the Turkey let him fight the real heavyweight champ?
hard
You
to
know?
say.
Yeah, right? So who knows how it's going to shake out?
Yeah.
These are the questions we've been asking ourselves.
Yeah, so I don't know what. Jeez. I don't think anybody, you know, people could say I'm a casual.
I saw your
Why
spreadsheet.
is that?
You're
Why is that
definitely
even
not
a-
a casual, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Intimidatingly so. Rob's a fucking casual. We literally call him Casual Rob.
All right, well.
Yeah. So, yeah, he is.
But I think most people like me or whatever aren't really taking this thing seriously at all. Or should we? Is it a threat to anything?
It is because it's just the money. When there's money, it's always a threat.
Turkey has infinite wealth. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
Why doesn't he just? Because he doesn't want to work with the belt.
Correct.
Those people.
He wants to
'Cause
just
they're
supersede them.
I'm not gonna say anything. They're upstanding businessmen.
As a promoter, I have to say one thing. There's one guy, well, a couple of them, but I'll just take shots. There's one guy that's been in business for 35 years. He's a fucking asshole. And he's antiquated. He's a prick. He takes advantage of everyone. And we came on the scene, and we pay fighters more than anybody. We fucking put on the best cards. And they all said, you know, what about this guy? And every time I put it in writing, I say, yesterday don't mean shit.
My man.
And I said, fucking, I get to see the man today. And Rob could tell you, I said, fuck what you heard, it's what you're hearing. And yesterday don't mean shit. I don't care what the fuck you did yesterday. It's what we're doing right now. And I really appreciate the fuck out of you. You're such an unbelievable inspiration to my brother and I. And I can't thank you enough for taking the time to talk to us.
Man. All right, gents, get out.
Toe to toe fight show. Phil Anselmo. Metal God.